Hey y'all, welcome back to Seven Heaven, the most blessed and highly favored channel, beep beep, on the YouTube. It's good to see y'all again. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And I hope y'all are feeling blessed. Now, did Kim Kardashian kill someone with her mind? Y'all, this is something crazy that I was surprised that very few people are talking about. And y'all, it's interesting. So on January 30th, 2025, a podcast episode of Aaron and Sarah Foster's World's First Podcast came out, and they're interviewing Kim Kardashian, who I'll explain how she's kind of a sister to them, and more than just the sense of, oh, that person's a sister to me. And they ask her at 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 38 seconds, do you manifest? And her answer, this is quoted, I manifest like a motherfucker. Manifestation is my shit. I don't even want to say it out loud. Then she continues, well, one time this girl was really fucking annoying me. I can't even say it. It's so bad. This girl kept complaining and complaining and complaining about music or whatever. And I was like, when you die. And then the next day she died. And of course, the hosts are gagged. And Kim kind of said it was like a point of pride. Now, I'm not here to paint anyone in a good or bad light, y'all. Of course, the public conjecture about people spills into the readings because that's just an energy that people carry on them. But I wanted to do a reading about this because, weirdly enough, on January 31st, it was announced that her longtime friend, Lindsay May, who she called a lifer, like as in someone who's been in her life for life, passed away from a long-time battle with cancer. And I found that to be very interesting, the timeline, because Kim also came out to say that she was heartbroken, but she posted only a selfie of herself to say that she's heartbroken, to have a quote about how like seeing a nice sunset meant something different, and how her and the friend had kind of taken pieces of each other with them. So like something nice and poetic, but also interesting timing there. And again, I'm not here to like blame anybody or do some conjecture. I wanted to say that up to y'all up front, but to give you a little bit of context about who we're talking about, what we're talking about. And I'm just going to shuffle and pull cards while we give context, and then we'll get into the reading, y'all. You know, I like to get my little journalistics in there, but feel free to fast forward if you need to. So Kimberly Noel Kardashian is born October 21st, 1980. She's both a tropical and a sidereal Libra, which I know y'all love because the first thing you love to say is, no, she's not, she's a da-da-da. So be happy that she's the same in both. And so she's born in Southern California, and her father, Robert Kardashian, who is Armenian. We know they brought, even though LA's been on Armenians, they kind of brought Armenian culture into pop culture a bit more when they came on the scene, to the chagrin of many Armenians. Chagrin is bad, right? Yeah, I think so. And so her father, when she was 14 years old, Robert Kardashian, in 1994 defended alleged murderer and famous NFL star Orenthal James, more known as O.J. Simpson, who's also Kim's godfather, and he's known as the Juice. And we won't get into the O.J. trial, y'all, but I mean, it's a scarring thing for even just like a passerby to watch, someone who has nothing to do with it. So you can only imagine how weird of a circumstance it was for them all, probably. And so Kimberly, she said she was always Kimberly and just became Kim for the show. She, in October 2003, literally the month after Robert Kardashian dies, him and Kris had already been divorced by this point, but he dies on September 30th, and in 2003, in October 2003, that's whenever her sex tape is filmed with Ray J, who's Brandy's brother. Now, Brandy was on a show called Brandy. She had a lot of big pop hits, and her brother's a rapper who was quite famous at the time as well. Hashtag sexy can I. And so, by fast forward to 2006, she appears in numerous episodes of the Hilton heiress Paris Hilton, also a sex tape girly, and Lionel Richie's adopted daughter Nicole Richie's hit reality show The Simple Life, which paved the way for Keeping Up with the Kardashians and its multiple spin-offs. And in 2007, the owners of Girls Gone Wild leaked, I think they were Vivid Entertainment if I'm not mistaken, they leaked the sex tape that would have, when Kim would have been about 27 years old, she filed a lawsuit. 3 months later, she dropped it. And she had a $5 million settlement. And reportedly, a part of the settlement was that they could sell the sex tape. And the tape earned $1.5 million in revenue in its first 6 weeks. And we'll save the whole story. I just wanted to make sure y'all knew Kim and y'all know the Foster sisters. So Keeping Up with the Kardashian runs for 294 episodes. Kim gets her Skims empire, or the Skimpire. And she's married several times, several spin-offs, businesses that are basically just like hot girl scams, which America loves a hot girl scam. And Kim's been around for 2 decades. She began dating Kanye West in 2012, which was very 2012 of both of them. Got engaged on Kim's birthday in 2013. Married in Florence, Italy in 2014. Okay, y'all? We're almost through this. So after 7 years of marriage and 4 kids, North Saint, Chicago, and Psalm, they got very publicly divorced in 2021. Interesting time. And y'all know Kanye was the one who got her to like Vogue level from just being like kind of an influencer reality show girly. So how does she relate to these Foster sisters? Well, essentially we have Bruce Jenner and Linda Thompson married in 1981, who had Brody Jenner and Brandon Jenner, the Kardashian sisters' stepbrothers. So in 1982, David Foster, the dad of the podcast girls, and Rebecca Dyer, a model, marry, and those are the parents of Aaron and Sarah. So we have Bruce and Linda, David and Rebecca. So then in 1986, both Rebecca and David and Bruce and Linda divorce. Fast forward to 1991, David and Linda get married. So now, and they also won the award for Bodyguard in 1994 for the song I Have Nothing. And they won a huge award for it. And so now we have Brandon and Brody Jenner's mom married to Aaron and Sarah Foster, the podcast host's dad. And then we also have Bruce Jenner marry Kris, born Kris Houghton, married into being Kris Kardashian, and then she became Kris Jenner. So Bruce and Kris getting married meant that Brody and Brandon were sisters with the Foster girls through their dad's marriage, and the Kardashian girls through to the Foster girls through their mom's marriage, and to the Kardashian girls through their dad's marriage. So their stepmom is Kris Jenner and their stepdad is David Foster. So that's how these girls knew about them. And then who are the Foster sisters? Aaron Foster appeared on a lot of Y2K TV, so did Sarah Foster. Sarah's the older one. And they both produced a TV show together called Nobody Wants This in 2024. That Aaron wrote and produced. Nobody Wants This, which is a 2024, sorry y'all, someone's pinging me. It's a 2024, show about an agnostic woman who gets in a relationship with a rabbi, okay? And so Sarah Foster, the older sister born in 1981, she had roles in Entourage and CSI, and her and Aaron together created a show called Barely Famous, in a VH1 mockumentary style show from 2015, which those shows were such the rage in 2015 about like famous people being famous. I think a mockumentary show about reality stars that lasted for 2 seasons, y'all. Okay, so that's who everyone is. I had to tell y'all who everyone was, what everyone was doing before I pulled these cards, because I just wanted to give y'all context. And remember, you're always free to fast forward. I just like to throw the journalistics in because I like to tell you why it matters, what's happening, okay? And I don't think anybody has talked about this with Kim. So I'm going to show y'all, and we'll add clarifiers too, but I'm just curious. I mean, it's a little taboo as to if somebody can kill someone with their mind. Okay. But I'm just curious, y'all, as to if her kind of wishing this person ill had anything to do with her untimely passing, even though she battled cancer for a long time. Okay, y'all? Wow. And the first card is the Seven of Swords. That's like the sneaky. Y'all know that's the sneaky, okay? That's like sneaky, I'm doing this behind your back. Like I'm wishing you well to your face and I'm sneaking behind your back, okay? And that's just what the card says, y'all. And it's interesting because that's an air suit and Kim Kardashian is an air sign, okay? So keeping that ultra clear. Very clear. So we have Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Swords reversed as well, which I think, like, I don't know if there was some kind of money disagreement here that I'm hearing, but like, if there was someone on Kim's payroll, like maybe this friend that she was trying to manifest was like on her payroll, owed her money, or she didn't want to pay something that has to do with money. And the Four of Swords in reverse, again, it's another air suit for Kim's Libra, but that's just like there's a restlessness. Like this person might have been having nightmares about like the sneaky stuff being said. And you know what, y'all? I understand that this is sensitive. I understand, like, anytime someone, even if you wish someone ill and something happens to them, you may feel bad. So I'm not doing this reading to incriminate her. I'm just curious how it resonated with her using the thoughts in her mind to do this person ill, whether or not that could or would do someone in. And of course, we have these swords being sneaky. We have the restlessness means you can't sleep, or there's some kind of action, like I'm thinking something and that's manifesting. And then of course, like money, maybe some kind of moneyed opportunity. Maybe this friend wanted money. Maybe she was paying for something for her, but I don't know. She said in the podcast that she was annoying her about music. So I wonder if this friend was like looking for some kind of opportunity, like asking her for something she didn't want to do. Because of course, interesting too, y'all, we have a jukebox in the background. And the friend was supposedly annoying her about music. And what do we also have here? We have a Lionel Richie like CD that Chandler from Friends is sleeping with. So I think that's very interesting, y'all. I think that's very interesting. Very, very much. And another money thing, but this time the Queen of Pentacles. And y'all see the little bunny in the lap. Apparently they're not so great with pets, but I also get a feeling from this card, it's like this person was like under her control. Not necessarily that she viewed her like a pet, but almost, because like, I don't know, that idea that she's like, I view you as beneath me in some way. Like, I don't know, this girl, Kim had control of this person's like financials or something. Financials are just like kind of like, I have you under my thumb. And that's what I think that little bunny is about. King of Swords here too, which that's Gemini energy and interesting. And of course, Kanye is also a Gemini. So I don't know if there was like some kind of disagreement over a man. Like why? Because that's what's interesting to me too. She said the friend was complaining about music. So I kind of wonder if that has something to do with Ye, because he's a music-making Gemini. So, and what does that even mean? Complaining against music. Also, And don't smite me for this, Kim. You know, no publicity is bad publicity, girl, okay? But I think it's interesting too that like a man came up, like a leading man. Yeah, so I don't know. And there's also this Page of Cups, which is like new love interest. So there's, I don't know if it's like, is she stealing someone's man? Or is somebody, let's see, can we clarify our, what should we clarify? Interesting. The reverse sun, I guess I didn't clarify anything there, y'all, but she had mentioned like, oh, sunsets, which if this would be the sunrise and this is the sunset, sunsets feel different, or a beautiful sunset looks different, or something like that. I'm gonna have to look up exactly what she said. Let me see. Yes, she said, God, I took some of you. I'll read y'all the whole quote. So she says, the last 2 months have been a blur. Here's what I have to show for all of it. No particular order. My world stopped on November 2nd. So the friend died on November 2nd. The friend that died of cancer, assuming that it's the same friend, but of course we don't know. She said, God, I took some of you. A beautiful sunset took on a whole new meaning. I reminisced a whole lot, and the 90s were fucking fun. This is so deep. I love you so much. Okay, so she did say, a beautiful sunset took on a whole new meaning. And I find that to be interesting because the sun came out reversed. So it's like, who the heck else is she talking about? And the sun in this. Y'all know, okay? We're not here to smear, but let them talk. Let them chit chat. And while I don't think that like, okay, so you could just kill someone with your mind, I do think that like people can wish you ill, and if you have nothing to counteract that, then you have nothing to counteract that. You know what I mean? Interesting. This girl, Empress, but the Empress reversed, which is a very like Venus ruled card. It's like the cover girl, but she's also in reverse. So that idea of like almost like a beauty queen, like the dark-sided beauty queen in a way. Could you give us something else, spirits, guides, and angels? Already. Ooh. Interesting. That reversed hanged man. And y'all see, like, he's falling off of a building. He's falling off a building, but in the reverse, it's like he's falling into the sky also. Like someone falling into heaven, which is crazy. And then this kind of like menacing looking girl with her 2 little orbs. I don't know, y'all. This is interesting. I have this whole feeling too. I can't even describe it, but I appreciate y'all watching because I know this stuff is a lot. And again, like, I don't mean for this to be a smear campaign. I just was looking to connect those dots. And the sun reversed is just such an interesting connection to me again, y'all. I reiterate, because a beautiful sunset took on a whole new meaning. So that may be the friend. And I don't know if her friend was sick and kind of getting on her nerves. She may have just been like, I just wish it's over. Even sometimes to wish someone's like pain is ending, you know? Which again, like, oh, I don't know, y'all. I don't think... I don't know. Let's see, y'all. Give us something more, Spirit, and we'll turn over my little crimey cards. Interesting. So the Seven of Wands, but again, that's reversed. So it's like these people that feel the deep need to defend themselves against an attack, but they're defenseless. And what was I saying earlier? If someone's using mental stuff on you and you don't have anything to counter the attack, you can get something. That's part of why I think prayer is so important, y'all. Like, I know I'm out here with my little cards, but I do pray. I've got the ancestors' spiritual protection, and I noticed I was more susceptible to certain energies when I wasn't right with my ancestors, and when like I was less spiritually protective of myself. You know what I mean, y'all? Because it's important to be. And see, this is what's crazy. Like, King of Swords again. King of Swords again, which is, what is that? That's like the masculine ruling air energy. And of course, we each have both in us. But then what is this? Like, the Three of Swords in reverse. So it's not just like the fresh pain. This is deep pain. I think too, because Three of Swords upright is like, you stab me in the front, but in reverse, you stab me in the back, you know? I don't know, y'all. There was a lot of swords energy here. A lot of swords energy here. A lot. And, you know, like, this is kind of crazy. And again, I'm not doing this to like incriminate somebody. I just wanted to do a reading on this because I didn't even really see this make journalistic headlines. I think the foster sisters, it wasn't something that got reported on. The episode itself, I don't know, might have been even taken off YouTube because I wasn't able to find it after a bit. But I just find that interesting. Look. That Five of Cups disappointment. I think it is that girl. And the Two of Cups reversed. See, y'all? Like, this is that soulmate energy, and this is that corrupted. And you know what? Maybe she wasn't even wishing on it that hard, but, you know, and you know, Kim's into her magic, so whenever you're into that stuff, I don't think you have to wish it that hard, you know? Nine of Wands, the injured party. Maybe Lindsay May had some Sag placements. And that Ace of Cups, the cups runneth over. Maybe having to do with something with new love or something. But what do we have? See. I don't know. I get maybe when they were young, like this girl dated someone she wanted to date or something. But I just get... You know, like, I really just get that this was a mark of some kind of, like, revenge. Like, honestly, I can't even take it anymore. Like, and you know, y'all, it's terrible. And don't wish anyone ill. Because in the moment, y'all, you may feel like, oh, I just want this person to go through whatever. But later, you may regret it if something happens to them. And that's why I wanted to do this reading, y'all, because... if it really was just because of like somebody, and it's interesting too because I guess a bunch of friends went to like Cabo San Lucas or something in honor of their friend. And of course we have boat here and wooded area, which I think Cabo has both. I'm pretty sure, but poor thing. Rest in peace to the friend. Rest in peace to the friend, y'all. And see, High Priestess in reverse, acting against intuition. Four of Wands. She was probably at her wedding. Either she was at Kim's wedding or Kim was at her wedding. Maybe that's why I get this too. It's like, oh, this person would go to my wedding. They would never wish me ill, y'all. And sometimes when people don't even recognize the power of their own mind, like, I don't think she even did that to make sure this person died. She might have just wished it, been so tapped in with her energy, and this person was defenseless in their manifesting, and then poof, there it went, y'all. But I think that was the friend, and honestly, rest in peace to her. I'm sorry for the loss, for Kim and all the friends that they have, but I do think that that may be the friend that she killed with her mind. Intentionally or but again, y'all, these are secret thoughts. So it doesn't have to be that dark. It could just be like, oh no. Y'all seen Eve's Bayou, where that girl goes to the voodoo lady and she's like, I want this man dead because of what he did to my sister. The guy, Samuel Jackson plays him, and he was molesting the sister. Or they really don't tell you that. And this is spoilers, y'all, but they don't really confirm whether or not it happened in the movie, but they confirm that you see something inappropriate happen, and that's where things were headed, or he just felt like he could do it or something like that. So even if it's just something to that effect of like, well, I am so angry that I wish something would happen to this person in the heat of the moment, and then something happens, then you know, y'all. So yeah, this is that reading. I'm sorry to say, but y'all, trust your back, watch your hearts, and y'all need to make sure you're in that spiritual good so that even someone's like accidental anxiety manifesting or whatever comes, just bouncing back, y'all. Sad energy. This made me sad, but I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for letting me have my spiritual fun, my journalistic fun, book a personal reading, and yeah, y'all, look out for more readings. Suggest what other readings you want me to do,